Hey everybody, welcome to the Pixel Panda Arcade, and today I wanted to do a video that's a little different. Today we're going to take a look at every Mythic skin in Overwatch 2 as of January 2026. A lot of these Mythic skins have been great, a lot of them have not been great, and some have even been a little bit controversial. So without any further ado, kick back, relax, grab yourself some ramen or something, and let's dive right into every Overwatch 2 Mythic skin. Starting with Magma Titan Doomfist. So Magma Titan Doomfist is the most recent one as of the time of this video. And according to what I've been reading from people,
is forged in fire.
They don't like this jacket. I actually really like the jacket, although I would have liked a variant where he's shirtless completely. I think that would have looked cool. So at level 1 here, it's pretty basic. Oh yeah, this is pretty basic. And then we have the skin VFX. You get none at level 1, but at level 4, you get some fire going on. And something going on with his gauntlet, which is cool. Then you can change his gauntlet around. I'm not like, I appreciate that they still do weapon customization, but if we're going to have mythic skins, I wish more time would be spent on the actual skin itself. Because if they do a mythic skin for Doomfist, it's just going to replace this. But colors, at level 1, you're pretty basic looking. At level 3, I like this one the best. And then you also get white, which again looks pretty dope. Then here's what he looks like with his aspects. So this is iridescent. And then this is gilded. If I played Doomfist, if I like this character at all, I would go for iridescent. Alright, moving on. Divine Desperado Cassidy, which I actually
Someone needs to chase
hate
these
this
shadows.
skin. This is his, in my opinion, his worst skin. And the worst mythic I think they've put out so far. So at level 1, you get something. This is something. And then at level 4, you get like the skin VFX. It adds the shining bit behind his hat. And then at level 1, you get his hat. And then at level 2, you can get him hatless. And then at level 2, you could also have him with short hair, which I don't think goes with the skin. Something about this doesn't look right to me. This one is definitely the best, whereas this short-haired one kind of looks like they tacked it on last minute. Looks a lot like a wig. It suffers from what I would like to call Overwatch wig syndrome. As for colors, you get the basic red. Then you've got some blues and purples. And then you've got white, which I think is the best. Then you have his iridescent, which if I wanted to ever own this skin, this is what I would get. And then there's gilded. I love playing McCree. I actually just started picking him up, but I could not see spending mythic tokens on this skin. It just doesn't look right. And then you have Arissa's mythic weapon, which is... I love this weapon so much. I love this weapon so much. I love everything about this. It's goofy. It's fun. It has my favorite color palette. I love pink and white together. The idea behind it is wicked cute. I love throwing these little plushies around. And the kill animation is so funny. It's just a great mythic for one of my favorite tanks in the game. There's also a mythic for Kiriko. So first we have her weapon skin. Then her reactivity. And then her flourish. Then her kill effect. This one's alright. I wish her flourish was a little something more, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Then we have Blazing Sunsetter for Cassidy. So here's the weapon skin. Then we have the reactivity, which I love. Then we have the flourish, which is alright. It's just a little twirl of the gun. Oh, now we'll get, okay. I didn't know it did all that. Oh, wow. Here we go. I didn't know it did all that. That was actually kind of cool. And then we have the killer, which is one of the best in the game. After that, we have, oh, and guys, go ahead and make fun of me in the comments for this one. Hurrang Diva? Hurrang for Diva? Hurrang?
Time to save the spirits. Game on.
We have a skin for Diva. This is her mythic. I actually forgot she even had a mythic, and it's funny because she used to be my favorite tank in the game. At level 4, she gets some really cool lights going on, but like these are super easy to miss. I wish they would have gone a little crazier with the sparkles. Then we have the hair at level 1. At level 2, she gets little hoops. And at level 3, you get the best hair for the skin. The mech also changes, so at level 1, this is what you get. At level 2, there's some flourish going on in the back of the mech. I wish there was more room here to show you guys, but you can see it. And then at level 3, you get even more flourish, and it makes the skin look so much better. And this is honestly the best way to wear this skin. Now, this comes in pink. This is what I would be wearing. Red, green, and white. This one looks like a mess to me. And then level 1 is the basic. Then you have her gilded, which looks sick. And then you have her iridescent, which again, I just love. If you haven't caught on, iridescent is my favorite way to wear a mythic skin. Alright, so we'll move on now to Steel Death Reaper. Let's take a look at his weapons. Here's the skins. Then we have the reactivity. Then we have his flourish. Like this is pretty basic, but it also fits Reaper really well. So, and then we have his kill effect, which I like. I like when the kill effect is just this big skin, and it fits Reaper really well. I also like these guns because they could technically go with most of his skins with no issue. Then we have the merciful Mage Tech, whoops. Go ahead and roast me in the comments for my pronunciations of things. Apparently I forgot how to speak English. Now I almost bought this, and I'm glad I didn't. This weapon is cute but obnoxious. I love the sound effects. Actually, cute but obnoxious is the perfect way to describe Mercy. This thing's face when you're healing is super funny. Then you have her flourish, which is just bouncing this little guy. And he's cute. I will say, like, if you're paying for a mythic weapon, I would like it to be this animated. And then we have assist effects, which is cool. I like this, and I like that you get an effect for doing the damage boost. But man, is this guy creepy when he squints his eyes. Anyway, then we have Heart of Hope Juno. This will be the next mythic skin I buy because she is currently my favorite support in the whole game. At level 4, you get like these easy to miss flourishes. They're better on her boots, but like, I don't know. Again, I want these mythic skins to pop more. Then you get hair at level 1. At level 2, you get hair that I would never put on this character in a million years. And then at level 3, you get what I think is the cutest style. Then at level 1, you get her basic outfit. At level 2, you get another outfit. So if you look, it just adds a couple of flourishes, gives her like thigh-high socks. Maybe those are tights. And then at level 3, you get the most complete look. This skin comes in red and gray and black, and I just think this looks so good. And then you have level 2. Level 1 is actually my favorite just because I like pink, but when I buy it and go through it, I'm actually just going to get the iridescent. But like always, you can get gilded or iridescent. I was seriously hoping that they would add a level or something just for her to still have like a space helmet. The devs seem to have forgotten that Juno's an astronaut from Mars. So she crash lands here. I wish we could see that more in her skins. Then we have Dame of Chance Widowmaker, and this is your weapon. One day I'll be able to play this. The skin itself is Then we have the reactivity. Which I think is pretty basic. Then we have the weapon flourish. This is the worst weapon flourish in the game. They really should have done something with this gun, and if they ever plan on going back, the gun needs to have something going on. And then we have the kill effect, which again, it fits her just fine, I guess. Alright, moving on from Widowmaker, we have Pixu, Zenyatta. We have more things that I will never be able to pronounce.
Amid punishment, we will find prosperity.
You heard the man. So at level 4, you get some effects going on. And I like these effects because it makes him look really divine. At level 2, you get a different mask, which I would have liked a lot more without the little chin bit hanging out from the bottom. Then at level 3, you get the best mask. At level 1, his armor is pretty basic. At level 2, you get his... It's like it's easy to miss. It's easy to miss, but you can see the armor differences, especially in his clothes and his shoulders. And then at level 3, he's all decked out and he looks fantastic. Color-wise, you have the basics. Then you've got some pinks and purples. I think this looks awful. Then you've got level 3, which I think of the basic colors, this one is the best. And then you have his gilded and iridescent. Alright, so we're done with Zenyatta. What else we got here? So we have Lead Rose, the mythic weapon for Ashe. I like the skin. I like the skin of the weapon, not enough to pay 50 mythic tokens for it, though. The reactivity is alright. I really like her flourish. I like that it pulls out a whole other thing that you can just kind of throw on the ground. I wish they would do more of this. And one day when I can actually play Ashe with this controller, I will buy this gun. And here is the kill effect, which I love. I just like the whole theme of this weapon. Then we have Reinhardt's, which a friend of mine likes. I can't stand the way Reinhardt looks in this skin.
Shall strike them down.
I don't know. I don't like Reinhardt's proportions very much either. Anyway, this is the effect that you get at level 4. Then he has a couple of helmets, so at level 1. Then at level 2, you can remove his helmet. And then at level 3, you get the best helmet. At level 1, he has his basic armor. At level 2, you can make him, like, armorless in the chest area. I think this looks ridiculous. I don't get the design choices here. And then at level 3, you get the best look. Color-wise, you have his basic colors. Then you can get him in blue and white, which just looks amazing. Then you can get him in red and black with some grays, and this looks amazing as well. Then here he is with his aspects. This is gilded. And then here he is with iridescent. Then we have another mythic weapon. This is Deliverance for Soldier 76. Here's the weapon skin. I actually really like this weapon skin. Then we have the reactivity. Then we have the flourish, which I like. See, Widowmaker needed something like this. No one wants to twirl around or grappling hook. Let us play with the actual gun. Or make Widowmakers cost less than everybody else's. And then here is his kill effect, which I love. It's grand. It says something when it happens. And then we have Spellbinder Widowmaker, a skin that I forgot existed. And this is from when they were really going crazy with the customization of a mythic. So the outfit at level 1 looks like this. At level 2. At level 3. And then at level 4. Overwatch devs, if you ever watch this, go back to this. Let the mythic skins be completely customizable. Her hat can be goggles. Could be like a normal witch hat, an even bigger witch's hat, or an even bigger witch's hat with some flame. At level 1, her colors are pretty ugly. At level 3, they're still not my cup of tea, but it looks a lot better. And then at level 4, this is the look that I would prefer if it wasn't for her gilded and her iridescent. My big complaint about this skin is it kind of looks like the hat just exists on her head. Like, yeah. She kind of looks better without the hat. I love the way her hair looks in this skin, though. Then we have Midnight Sun Ana Mythic Weapon, which is another one that I really like. Skin-wise, it looks great. Then we have the reactivity. Reactivities are super boring. Like, I'm convinced they put these in here just to have a level between the flourish and the weapon skin. Here's her flourish. At least what she's twirling is the sleep dart gun, but again, I wish the main weapon had something going on with it. And then here is the kill effect, which I like. Then we have Anubis Reaper, a mythic that, for whatever reason, I never bought this entire mythic chain.
You must accept death.
I love this skin, though. So, Reaper's a hard one for me because I love so many of his skins, but this is a great mythic. Here's his mask at level 1. Then his mask at level 3. Then his mask at level 4. I need to buy the rest of this mythic. Then here's his armor at level 1, at level 2, at level 3, and then at level 4. His colorways at 1, 2, which I like the red the most, and then 3, This one looks good too. And then here he is with his gilded and his iridescent, which I need to just buy. I just need to finish it because iridescent looks like fire. And then we have Bound Demon Reinhardt. This is a weapon. So here's the skin. I actually prefer the hard light skin over this one. Here is the reactivity, which I like. It's probably the best reactivity we've ever done for a weapon skin. Then here's the flourish, which is nothing special, but I mean, what are you gonna do? And then here is the kill effect. Deleted. I like this hammer a lot. I don't like how it doesn't go with a lot of his skins. Moving on from that, we have Calamity Empress, which is the ugliest Ash skin I've ever seen to date. I can't stand this skin. She looks like she's straight from Power Rangers or something. Here is level 1. And then, let's take a look at Bob. Bob with his pointy bit. This was a Power Ranger skin without a collab. I'm convinced. Here's level 4. I'm not seeing anything change. Oh, it's just for her. Okay. Well, here's her crown at level 1. And then here it is at level 2. And then her mask at level 1. And her mask at level 2. Then we have her colors. It's all about what brand of ugly you would like to go with. It's really sad, now that I'm looking at this, that Bob doesn't really get anything going on. What was the point? And then here is iridescent and gilded. Now here is Mercy's. Another one that I bought one of and then just left it alone.
Don't fail me. I'll be right behind you.
I love this skin so much. This is one of my favorite mythics. Here is her weapon at level 3. Here is her hair at 1, and then here is her hair at 2. It goes up into a high pony. Here is her mask at 1, 3, and 4. The 4th one being the best. Here is her colors. Red, some purples, and then the best one here, which is blue and white. And then here is her iridescent and her gilded. I love this mythic. They really did something great with Mercy. But in my opinion, the best mythic in the game goes to the best, one of the best supports in the game.
Submission is the key.
And that's Miss Moira. Great skin. It's her best skin in the game. They have not come close to touching another mythic in the same way that they put this together. This skin is just 10 out of 10. I actually don't wear any other skin from Moira. This is it for me. So here's her weapons at level 1. And then at level 2. Or whatever level this would be, 3 it says. So 1 and 3. And then her mask at 1. And then 2. And then her best is 4. And then we have her colors, which are brown, pink, and kind of white, red, and white. With this one looks great. And then this one is alright. But where she really shines is with the gilded. Especially when you have this face, and then with the iridescent. I'm rocking gilded right now, but I like them both. And where else are we here? So at the time when this skin released, Orissa's skin was considered the worst.
Struggle do we survive.
Yeah. When she released, this was considered the worst. I still don't think it. I don't think that, but also I'm biased. I love Orissa. So here's her weapon at 1, and then at 4. And then her colors. A big problem with this skin, though, is that she didn't get any customization. I was really surprised that they charged full Mythic price for this skin, because really, we could have gotten something different with her head. I could see why it made people kind of irritated, and I get why people would think it's the worst. I still think it's stupid that she didn't get any customization, but I do not think it's the worst Mythic. And here is her gilded, and then here is her iridescent. She looks great. And then we have Hanzo.
Vengeance is all I have left.
So at level 1, here is what his bow looks like. At level 3, here is what his bow looks like. Here are his colors. At 1, 2, and then 3. 3 is the best. But then he has his gilded and his iridescent, and iridescent is just a whole nother level. I don't really have anything much to say about that skin because I don't play Hanzo, though I would love to. Then we have another really good Mythic.
Break this world.
You heard it, folks. This is Anna's Mythic. Here is her gun at level 1. Then at level 4. Here is her mask at 1. At 2. And then at 3. Here are her colors at 1, 3, and 4. And then here is her gilded. And here is her iridescent. I wish we got more Omnic variants for the characters. And then we have Adventurer Tracer.
Cheers, Squire! Cheers, Squire! It's time to save the realm.
So this one is special because it was part of a battle pass, and if you remember, the battle passes used to have the Mythic at the very end, and you could kind of put them together that way. And that's why she's a bit more detailed. I like this skin a lot because she is detailed. This is the Dungeons and Dragons themed pass. And so here's her weapon at 1, and then at 3, and then at 4. Here is her hair at 1. Or, excuse me, it changes the whole hair and armor. So 1. And then 2. I like this. I think the elf ears poking out is cute. And then the final one, this is the one I like the least, but this is what you would get at 4. Then you have her color options. White is the best, if you're not counting her gilded and iridescent. I actually don't like the iridescent look because I think it makes her pants look stupid. Or her tights, excuse me. Then we have Galactic Emperor Sigma.
Why ask questions when you could just obey?
So here are his balls at level 1. And here are his balls at level 4. They get spiky. Here is his helmet at 1. Which I think is supposed to be like a Roman kind of... a nod to like Roman emperors. And then at 2. And then at 3. And then his armor at 1, 2, and 3. And then we have his colors at 1, 2, and then 3. The white is my favorite. And then here he is with his aspects, gilded, and iridescent. Again, I don't actually like the iridescent one here. I just don't like what it's doing to his clothes. And then we have Amaterasu Kiriko.
I'll light my own path.
So here's her weapon at 1. And then at 4. And then we have her crown at 1, 2, and then 3. And then we could also change her hair at 1, 2, and then 3. which 3 looks great. I haven't been back to customize this skin because I don't play a lot of her, but 3 does look great. Then we have her colors at 1, 3, which I think is just ugly, and then 4, which looks great. And then here she is in her aspects, in Gilded and Iridescent. Then we have Zeus Junker Queen, which I got.
Olympus, it's where I say it is.
I don't know why they're repeating their voice lines like that, but I really like this. I love Junker Queen. She's one of my favorite characters in the game. I'm a tank player. I prefer playing tank than support than DPS. So I love this. I wish that they would go back to these mythics though and add more, because I think there's more that could have been done here. But here's her weapon at 1. And then at 4. And then here is her armor at 1. And then at 2, you can let the abs out. And then her shoulder pad at 1. And then 2. And then her colors. Which I didn't like. I thought they didn't do a good job with her colorways. But she does look good in Gilded, and she looks great in Iridescent. This video is a good reminder for me to go pick up that Iridescent. Then we have Genji's Cyber Demon. You heard it here first, folks. So here's his weapon at 1, and then at 4, and then his tattoos at 1, and then here's 2, and then here's 3. Then you can change his mask. He was also part of a battle pass, the Cyberpunk battle pass. And here's his next mask. And here's his last mask. Also, Junker Queen was part of a battle pass, and I can remember being distinctly disappointed with her customization. Still like the skin though. And here are his colors. This skin is a standout because of how the colors are used. They don't really seem to do this often with the creative tattoos and the creative color palette, which is a real shame. And actually, Gilded mutes this. It mutes the tattoos, it mutes the poppiness of the skin. And then Iridescent kind of brings it back, but he kind of looks like a mess. And then if we scroll down a little bit, you just have your mythic aspects. And then, so coming soon, we'll have Ultraviolet Sentinel Sojourn.
We shine
Yeesh.
together, all of us.
So here's that level 1, and then at level 4, she gets some flames coming out of her skin. Or I should say her armor, excuse me. Then her hair. You can get her in a mask. And then here's her level 3. I was not a fan of this skin when I heard about it, and I'm not a fan of this skin now. Then you have her armor. 1, 2. Oh, the difference there is super minimal. Then you have it at 3. And then here it is at 4. Then here are her colors. At 1, 2, and then 3. And then her aspects. Yeah, not a fan of this skin, but that one will be available soon. And then we have Divine Druid Lifeweaver, which is another skin that I was like, whatever. This didn't
Spend
feel
every
mythic.
lifetime growing into who you truly are.
So here's his VFX. Here's his skin VFX. And then here's his back at level 1, 2, and then level 2 again. And then here are his colors. And then here are his aspects. I wish they would have done more with the druid theme, but whatever. This is just another one that just doesn't feel like a mythic to me. And then finally we have Cyberfuel, Genji, Junkrat, sheesh.
Plenty of fuel to burn it down.
I love this skin. I like when Junkrat looks like he's crazy. He had the best personality in Overwatch 1. I don't like what they did with him in Overwatch 2. But I love this skin. So here's his ability VFX. Then his skin VFX, which is just, this is just awesome. He looks kind of scary, like a little creepy. I love it. Then we have his tire at 1, 2, and then 2 again. I like this one. It kind of looks like a Beyblade. And then we have some cool colors. So we have the original. Then we've got level 3. And then we've got level 3 again. I love this one. And again, like Gilded kind of mutes this. It still looks really good. Like the colors are muted, but Gilded looks solid. And then Iridescent just looks crazy. And that, my friends, is every skin, every mythic skin available in Overwatch 1 as of January 2026. If you enjoyed this long recap, please hit that subscribe button, drop me a like, let me know what mythic skin your favorite is, maybe tell me your main, and I will see you guys the next time that we do this, maybe at the end of 2026 when we have more to look at. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the Pixel Panda Arcade, and I will see you in the next one.